Exclusive contract novel from Feilu Novel Network. Man in my clone is a bit strong. Crossing the world of Hokage and becoming Naruto Vortex, Naruto endured discrimination and exclusion from the villagers of Kiba Village for 3 years and finally activated his Golden Finger Space Gate. With the power of the Space Gate, Naruto travels through parallel worlds and obtains countless powerful clones. White Jue Naruto, Wave Wind Naruto, Riding Wool Naruto, White Eye Naruto, Dirty Soil Naruto, Whirlpool Naruto, Whirlpool Mianma, 6 Paths Naruto by Jue Naruto said, I am standing in front of you. You see, I look a bit like before. Naruto Bufeng said, this village is dirty and needs to be cleaned. In front of these eyes, all ninjutsu will be meaningless. Naruto Kudo. Infinite stamina, infinite chakras. Do you want to have them? Go to Pure Land. Naruto Rokudo. Ban, do you still think of dancing? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 0013 years, I've had enough of it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wooden leaves, on the bustling streets. People come and go in an endless stream. As a young figure appeared on the street, the nearby noise suddenly quieted down. Shoo, it's this fox little ghost again, it's really unlucky. Why didn't Lord Huiying lock up this demon fox monster and let him run around like this? Keep it down, you forgot that Lord Huiying had instructed you not to call that name outside. Humph. It's really unlucky to encounter this monster. Yeah, it's better to stay away from this monster. On the street, all the residents of Kiba who saw the young figure had a look of disgust, hatred, and rejection. The young figure is a 3-year-old child, dressed in a white shirt, with golden hair, blue eyes, and 6 prominent beard patterns on his tender cheeks. He is pure and cute. It is the 9-tailed pillar force vortex Naruto from Kiba Village. Naruto walked on the street with a calm expression, seemingly oblivious to the many disgusted and repulsive gazes around him. Approaching a retail store, Naruto shouted loudly, Boss, I want to buy 3 days of bread and milk. Get out. You monster, I won't sell you anything in my store anymore. Get out of here quickly. The shop owner's face was ugly, and his gaze towards Naruto was filled with disgust and discrimination. Boss, are you sure? Naruto smiled and sat down at the entrance of the store without any intention of leaving. In the store, several customers who were still picking things saw Naruto sitting at the door and immediately left with a look of disgust and rejection. In an instant, with Naruto's stay, there were no more customers coming to the vicinity of this store. Ah! You damn monster, come on with this trick again, I won't be polite this time. The shop owner saw this and immediately became furious. He picked up a wooden stick in his hand and prepared to strike it, trying to forcefully drive the despicable monster child out of his shop door. Looking at the shop owner with a fierce expression on his face, Naruto said calmly, Boss, if I am injured by you, the ninja responsible for taking care of me will definitely tell Lord Hokage about it. Upon hearing Naruto's words, the shop owner raised his hand high and immediately lowered it, his gaze carefully looking around. Who are you lying to, this monster? Where are there any ninja adults? I only bought something from you 3 days ago, boss. I forgot about that day so quickly. Naruto spread his hand and calmly said, ninjas are all invisible. Maybe he's hiding behind you, boss, and watching you right now. The shop owner swallowed and spat, nervously looking behind him, but did not find anyone. Stop deceiving people, I won't believe it. Although he spoke with disbelief, the shop owner ultimately put down the wooden stick in his hand. Boss, what's the point of you pestering me like this? If you sell me the things earlier and I leave earlier, wouldn't it be good? Do you want to throw me out again like 3 days ago, and I'll come back and lure the ninja who is guarding me back and forth? Naruto sat on the ground, with a posture of a dead pig not afraid of boiling water, earnestly persuading the shop owner. 3 days worth of bread and milk, totaling 300 taels, please pay first. The shop owner directly increased the price of bread and milk by 3 times and fiercely extended his hand to Naruto. Naruto furrowed his brow slightly, but he still reached into his pocket and took out his wallet, counting out 300 taels of tickets and handing them over. Humph. The boss snorted coldly before selling the bread and milk to Naruto. Holding a large bag of bread and milk, Naruto walked slowly towards home. After returning home, storing the bread and milk, Naruto couldn't help but sigh as he looked at this rudimentary room of over 10 square meters and the empty neighbors around him. When will these days come to an end? 3 years, 3 whole years, I've really had enough of this kind of life. Naruto dared not even reveal his sighs and many thoughts in his heart, because he knew that there were always a large number of dark ninjas guarding him. It is called caretaker, but in reality it is surveillance. For the past 3 years, Naruto's every move has been under the surveillance of these dark ninjas, and he dare not make any unusual changes. If he didn't know the existence of these dark ninjas, Naruto would be at ease. But as someone who has watched Naruto in a past life, Naruto, who unexpectedly travels through this life, becomes the protagonist of Naruto. Naruto, on the other hand, truly feels the tragic childhood that was simply overlooked in the original manga. On the day of birth, his parents died tragically and his body was sealed with a 9-tailed beast. Being closely monitored all year round, every move is seen by people without any privacy. Suffering from the disgust, hatred, and exclusion of villagers, being regarded as a demon fox monster by others, no one is willing to communicate and speak with oneself. Naruto, who has been carrying adult wisdom since birth, almost witnessed himself being abused and despised by a nanny during his infancy, drinking hot or cold milk powder. Having finally acquired basic self-care skills, but facing financial difficulties, it is difficult to buy daily necessities. In order to have a healthy diet and life, Naruto had to play pranks and pester in front of the shop owners. In the end, he deliberately pretended to be injured and attracted the ninjas who were monitoring him, which frightened the shop owners. Thinking of these 3 years of blood and tears, Naruto's heart became increasingly restless. 002 Sesame Open Door. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Another dull and boring day, Naruto had dinner, washed up early, and then put on his pajamas and lay in bed. Closing his eyes, Naruto muttered to himself, "Sesame, open the door." A password with no practical significance, it is just Naruto's own entertainment. But the true intention in Naruto's heart seemed to be perceived, and a white light gate phantom suddenly appeared in Naruto's consciousness. The appearance of Guangmin did not surprise Naruto at all. At the beginning of his journey, this light gate followed Naruto's side and can be considered a golden finger belonging to him. Although this golden finger has not been fully activated until now, it is a refuge and hope in Naruto's heart. From the information provided by the light gate itself, Naruto knows that this light gate is called the Space Gate. Space Door. The flowers I waited for you to activate are almost withering, you need to give me some strength. Above the shadow of the light gate, as Naruto's thoughts moved slightly, a row of information interfaces suddenly appeared. Space Gate. LV0 accumulated capacity. 9850/10,000 current status. Not yet activated, simple data information, but Naruto is like a precious treasure. To get rid of the current difficulties in life and have a normal and happy childhood, Naruto knows that relying on his current situation is not enough for anyone, and his only hope lies in his golden finger. If you want to activate the Space Gate, you need to upgrade to LV1 level. Currently, there is only 150 points left in terms of capacity, which is enough to upgrade. I hope the 3rd generation old man can come soon. The way in which the Space Gate accumulates energy is very simple. Naruto only needs to integrate the imprint of the Space Gate into a door. Apart from Naruto, the owner, anyone else who opens, closes, and passes through this door can provide varying amounts of energy for the Space Gate. However, despite such a simple method of accumulating energy, Naruto spent a full 3 years without accumulating enough 10,000 energy. Because the LV0 level space gate imprint will dissipate on its own as long as it leaves Naruto's range of 1 meter. This also makes it impossible for Naruto to place the imprint of the space door outside, and the best choice is the door of his own cabin. As for personally running to the outside door to wait, considering Naruto's situation in Konoha, within a radius of 3 meters, everyone's attitude is like avoiding snakes and scorpions. This idea is just a thought. Lying in bed, Naruto's mind was filled with many thoughts. Hey! The quality of the Konoha dark ninjas is still too poor. If it weren't for them always not going through the door and liking to come in through the window, my space door capacity would probably have been accumulated enough long ago. If 3 generations of old men come over, with the strength of his shadow-level powerhouses, 1 pass can provide 100 points of energy for the space gate. 1 pass is enough to fill the last 150 points of energy gap. I can't wait so slowly anymore. Tomorrow, I'll run to the entrance of the ninja school or the Hokage building to make up for this final amount. Naruto silently thought about things in his heart, but suddenly heard a knocking sound outside the door. Naruto, open the door quickly. Grandpa Sandai is coming to see you. The sound of the 3rd generation Hokage came in, and Naruto immediately opened his eyes and ran out of bed to open the door. 3rd generation old man, you're here. Come in quickly. Looking at Naruto's excited and happy expression, Ape Flying Sun Jean was also quite happy in his heart. It seems that this child really likes me. Every time I come over, this child always looks happy. It's really nice. Thinking of this, Ape Flying Sun's gaze towards Naruto became even more charitable. Under Naruto's enthusiasm, Ape Flying Sun Jean walked into the room, glanced at the simple yet tidy appearance inside, and nodded. Naruto still loves cleanliness so much. He's such a sensible child. Seeing that the accumulated energy displayed on the light gate in consciousness has jumped up by 100 points, only 50 points away from the last 10,000 points of upgrade activation, Naruto, who had just warmly invited Ape Flying Sun to enter the house, just wanted to quickly get this old man out. Monkey Flying Sun didn't know that Naruto, who was praising him, was thinking of this kind of idea in his mind. Fortunately, Naruto's rationality was still present, and he did not rush to reveal any abnormalities. While facing the daily inquiries of the 3rd generation Hokage, Naruto openly shared all of his experiences over the past few days with the other party. Anyway, with the daily monitoring and reporting of the dark ninjas, Naruto also knows that he has no privacy in the eyes of the 3rd generation Hokage. Fortunately, speaking honestly can make these 3 generations of Hokage not suspicious of themselves. 3rd generation old man, recently the prices of bread, milk, and many other things in the village have increased. The living expenses you gave me are almost used up. After the 3rd generation Hokage finished questioning, Naruto immediately began to complain, while speaking and taking out his wallet. Look, there are only 200 taels left. Monkey Flying Sun slashed the corners of his mouth and finally said, tomorrow I will have someone send you another 1,000 liang, which should be enough for you to live until the end of the month, Naruto. Thank you, Grandpa 3 generations. Naruto pretended to be obedient and thanked him. Monkey Flying Sun Alright, your 3rd generation grandfather still has something to do. Let's talk about it tonight. 3rd generation old man, you're leaving now. Why don't you sit for a while? As Naruto spoke, he ran to the door and knocked it open. 003 What a miserable Naruto. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the cabin, 3 generations of Hokage were sent away, and Naruto immediately closed the door and jumped onto the bed. Consciously, the interface information of the spatial door has changed. Space Gate. LV1 accumulated energy. 50/100000 current status. Activation successful. With the official activation of the Space Gate, more information also flows into Naruto's consciousness. The sensing coverage range of the LV-1 level space door has been expanded to a radius of 10 meters, so that I will have more options to install space door imprints in the future, and the accumulation of energy will become easier and more convenient. Naruto continued to absorb messages one after another, and his heart became even more uplifted. After activating the space door, the three basic functions of opening, closing, and traversing are liberated. Activate the function so that any portal I touch can be opened, and no lock, seal, or obstacle can stop it. The close function is the opposite of the open function. Any portal that has been closed by me using my space gate ability cannot be reopened by others. As for the final walkthrough function, it allows me to freely navigate through any portal within the coverage range of the space gate sensor with the space gate imprint. Naruto's eyes suddenly lit up. Isn't this an arbitrary teleportation within a 10-meter range? In the future, as the level of the space gate continues to increase, the range of travel will only become larger and larger, more powerful than the flying thunder god. However, the need to pass through the gate is somewhat limited, and it cannot be applied to combat temporarily. However, it is useless to use it for running and escaping. Many thoughts flashed through Naruto's mind, and then he turned to the last message. Every time the level of the space gate is increased, you can have a chance to traverse a parallel world. A question mark popped up in his mind, and Naruto's expression was somewhat surprised. Is crossing parallel worlds like I thought? As Naruto's thoughts floated, a line of prompt text suddenly appeared on the interface information of the space gate. Crossing parallel worlds yes/no, Naruto silently recited in his heart. Yes. As this thought flashed by, Naruto suddenly felt a daze in his soul consciousness, and the next moment he arrived at a huge light gate. Unlike the illusory light gate in my previous consciousness, the huge light gate in front of me is like a substance, emitting a strong sense of existence. Is this the essence of the spatial door? Naruto let out a sigh, and before he could even take a closer look, a soft light shot out from the space door, enveloping his soul consciousness. Boom! In the silent roar, Naruto seemed to see countless dots of light. Some of these dots of light are dim, some are brilliant, some are crimson, some are pale, and they are colorful. In the dark, a message flows into Naruto's consciousness, telling him to choose one of the light points as the parallel world he wants to traverse. So these countless dots of light represent different parallel worlds. Naruto's gaze wandered, unsure of the specific meaning these dots represented. Fortunately, he randomly chose the closest white dot to him. With Naruto's choice, a suction swept through, and the next moment Naruto had already passed out. In the shattered earth, a huge divine tree rises from the ground, and countless thick tree roots almost cover the entire land. Above the roots of the tree, rows of vine-like branches extend out, enveloping the shadows of people. Looking around, the entire planet is almost filled with divine tree roots and branches, with densely packed human mummies hanging from them. The vast chakra was drawn from the depths of the earth and these human mummies, all of which were used to support the huge divine tree. A gentle breeze blows, creating a dead silence and tranquility between heaven and earth. After an unknown amount of time, a tightly wrapped mummy suddenly moved on a vine at the root of one of the divine trees. Clatter 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 clatter. The cloth-like vines were torn apart, and a pale figure fell from them. What is the situation? Is this the time point after the Fourth Ninja War, when Uchiha unleashed the infinite moon reading? Looking at the terrifying yet familiar scene before him, Naruto, who had just crossed over, was also confused. Isn't the information on the space gate that after crossing the parallel world, I will be positioned inside the vortex Naruto in the form of soul projection in the parallel world? What's going on now? Is it that Naruto in this world has been hit by infinite moon reading? Looking at his pale body, grass-green hair, Naruto's face was speechless. Isn't this what White Jue looks like? Even if you win the infinite monthly reading, you won't be transformed into Baiju so quickly. Naruto was also a bit confused for a moment, using Baiju's ability to perceive everything around him. Except for the divine tree, he did not notice any breath, nor did he hear any sound of war. Looking towards the root of the divine tree that he had just broken free from, there were more than 10 similar mummies quietly hanging there. For a moment, Naruto wanted to tear open all these mummies and take a look. But soon, Naruto's rationality regained control of the highlands and prevented his own thoughts. No way. We can't act rashly. The Fourth Ninja World War in this parallel world seems different from what was in the original work. I'll investigate it first. 0:04 a.m. I the boss. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This translator is experiencing an error, please try another translator. 005 Ah. I have nothing left. You are listening at novelfull.audio. From above, looking at the noisy Baiju people, the terrifying pressure in de Guanmuye's eyes suddenly came out. White eyes, prestige. The terrifying pressure was released from the air, and all Baiju who had escaped from the divine tree package was blown out, fainting on the ground. God, the tree realm is born. Following closely, on top of the branches and rhizomes of the divine tree, cloth-like tendrils of vines immediately extended up, wrapping and bundling the unconscious Baiju one by one. In the face of the immense strength of Okamuki Kagaya, these white Jews created by the divine tree have no resistance at all. Except for Naruto. After many Baiju were knocked unconscious by the pressure of white eyes, Naruto persevered tenaciously. Although he was also blasted away by the terrifying pressure, Naruto's consciousness did not fall into a coma. Such an obvious performance immediately caught the attention of Otoki Kanzuya. Surprisingly able to withstand the pressure of my white eyes without collapsing, ordinary white people do not have such strength. Daitsuki Kanzuya's gaze came, but under his calm gaze, it brought great pressure to Naruto. Hello, Daton Muhuyi sister. Bold. How dare you call me by my name? A powerful pressure was once again released in the white eyes of Daitsuki Kagaya, and this time the pressure was even stronger than before. Boom. Under the pressure and bombardment, even though Naruto wanted to dodge, he was still directly blasted out. In a fragmented corpse pit, Naruto lay on the ground, feeling pain all over his body. This woman doesn't talk about martial arts, she can do whatever she says she does. Faced with the powerless resistance of Okamuki Kagaya, Naruto fortunately did not get up and lay down in the pit like that. From above, the body of Otoki Kagaya slowly floated towards Naruto, standing directly above him. I have not yet infused new memories into the Baiju in the infinite monthly reading. Why do you know my name and taboo? Have your memories not been completely cleansed by the infinite monthly reading? The voice of de Guanmuyi was filled with indifference and arrogance, and veins suddenly appeared around his white eyes. In an instant, Baiyan's powerful perspective ability was able to see Naruto's body both inside and outside clearly. The stronger physical fitness and chakra than ordinary Baiju were originally transformed by Azura's reincarnation into Baiju's living form. It seems that decades of unlimited monthly reading have not completely cleansed your original memories. I need more time to transform your memory and body, making you the most powerful soldier under my command. Watching Otoki Kagaya talking to himself there without paying any attention to himself, Naruto suddenly felt a bit uncomfortable. Hey, who wants to be your subordinate soldier? At least give me a general to handle. Besides, you said I am the reincarnation of Azura, so you can't let me go. Naruto shouted loudly, his gaze fixed on the sky, but he saw that Otakuni Kanzuya's face became angry and twisted. The descendants of Yui are all rebels. De Gunmuhui shouted loudly at night, and the terrifying Chakraton erupted from him, causing the earth to sink and collapse. Naruto lay on the ground, silently enduring all of this. The powerful recovery ability of Baiju's body prevented Naruto from dying despite suffering. Mother, you are still so extreme. Let go of Azura's reincarnation. Suddenly, another sound came from high above. Naruto looked around, but found that the figure of the six immortals had arrived in front of Daisuke Kagaya at some point. Yui! How dare you appear in front of me? Upon seeing the appearance of the six immortals, Daisuke Kagaya became even more angry and launched an attack directly at them. 80 Divine Sky Strike. Countless chakras were substantively condensed into huge fist marks, forcing the six immortals to only display their entire Susanoo to confront them. Towering like a mountain peak, Susanoo stands tall on the earth, wielding his huge double swords and colliding with countless punches from the 80 Divine Sky Strike. Boom! Boom! Bang! The earth roared, and the sound of intense collisions could not be ignored. Looking at the terrifying battle scene before him that seemed to be about to destroy the heavens and earth, Naruto immediately used the mayfly technique to hide deep into the earth. I'm dying. I'm dying. Are you really here to save me, six immortals? It looks like you're here to destroy me. My little body method can withstand the aftermath of the battle between the two of you, six immortals. When Naruto secretly complained in his heart, the earth around him was constantly surging and breaking, and the terrible battle aftermath swept over, instantly involving Naruto. Ah! I have nothing left. Leaving the last sound, Naruto's body was completely crushed and buried by the earth's soil and rocks. The battle between the Six Paths Immortals and Otakuni Kagaya is still ongoing. Faced with the raging Otakuni Kagaya, the Six Paths Immortals with only soul bodies are unable to distract and protect Naruto. After sensing the disappearance of Naruto's aura, the six immortals sighed and instantly disappeared into the present world. 006 White Jue Naruto. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. In the room, Naruto, lying on the bed, suddenly regained consciousness. Finally back. Looking at the alarm clock by the bedside, only 3 seconds had passed since I had traveled through a parallel world. Considering the wasted time between them, it can be almost said that Naruto spent more than a day traveling through parallel worlds, and the time passing in the world where his body is located is almost zero. This is the best way. If the time flow of the two worlds is the same when crossing parallel worlds, it may cause a lot of impact in the future, Naruto thought to himself. Closing his eyes, Naruto began to carefully feel the changes happening inside his body. When the space gate helped Naruto navigate through parallel worlds, the soul consciousness of Naruto's body did not go directly, but was replicated by the space gate as a soul projection for the journey. Now that this soul projection has returned, Naruto has also discovered some changes in himself. The essence of soul consciousness has become more pure and powerful, with an increase in spiritual energy, and that soul projection has not disappeared, but has instead become a special embodiment of mine. The chakra carried by its soul also integrated into my body, as if it was extracted from myself, and this extraordinary talent and ability. In the depths of consciousness, a pale, grassy green-haired figure with yellow pupils appeared in front of Naruto, which was the projection of his newly returned soul. You look so ugly, and you also have green hair. It's really hard for you. Hearing the roast of the body Naruto, Jue Naruto rolled his eyes. It's not just about the body, you randomly chose a parallel world for me. You don't even know how terrifying it was for the last six immortals and those two perverted guys, Okabumi Kagaya, to fight. My small body was directly killed by the aftermath of their battle. When you come back, all your experiences and memories have been automatically transmitted to me. I know the situation in that world. Naruto glanced at Jue Naruto in front of him and said, let's not say anything else. Come out and try how much Jue's ability is still retained. Ontology, haven't you also inherited my abilities? Why don't you try it yourself? Nonsense, there are those dark ninjas outside the house staring at me all the time. What can I do if you ask me? Alright, who makes you the essence? I really can't do anything about you. Jue Naruto let out a grunt of displeasure, and his figure instantly disappeared into Naruto's consciousness. In the dark room, Naruto lay on the bed, and a white figure slowly emerged from his body like soft mud. Under the cover of the blanket, Naruto Shiraki immediately integrated into the floor under the bed after leaving his original body. The powerful stealth ability made the Konoha dark ninja outside the house unaware of Naruto Shiraki's aura. Naruto Shiraki hid and moved away from here, using the technique of mayflies to quickly traverse the underground of the wooden leaves. The technique of mayflies is still so smooth and silky. Try the technique of spores and disguise again. White Jue Naruto was having a lot of fun outside. Naruto was lying at home, and with the help of White Jue's vision sharing ability, he also saw this scene. It seems that soul projection can bring back all the abilities, even the living weapon abilities like White Jue, which have been specially modified by the divine tree, are no exception. In this case, if we travel through parallel worlds again in the future, we can plan one or two things. After understanding all the abilities of Naruto Shiraki, he finally fell asleep with satisfaction. The next day, Naruto slept until he woke up naturally. After washing up, I had bread and milk as my breakfast. Subsequently, Naruto chose to leave his home directly. After possessing the same ability as White Jue, Naruto now has a clear perception of the dark ninjas who have been monitoring him closely by his side. 2 teams of 8 dark ninjas, 2 upper ninjas and 6 middle ninjas. Naruto ignored these dark ninjas and walked all the way towards the food street. On the streets, people came and went, but wherever Naruto passed, it was quiet and empty. It's this fox demon little ghost again, it's really annoying. Mom, who is that child? Son, if you come across this little ghost in the future, stay away from him, you know. That little ghost is a fox demon monster. If you approach him, he will eat you. Don't play with him or talk to him, it's best to stay away from him. Living in the same village as this monster is really unlucky. Despite his usual attitude of disgust, hatred, and rejection, Naruto remained unchanged. For these ignorant and foolish villagers, Naruto neither feels sad about their attitude nor seeks their approval like the original Naruto did. Since 2 people dislike each other, let's go our separate ways. Amidst a crowd of strange gazes and low voices of discussion, Naruto walked steadily on the street and finally arrived at the entrance of a fruit shop. 007 is so delicious. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At the entrance of the fruit shop, when they saw Naruto's figure, the villagers who recognized his identity immediately avoided him. Some even shouted loudly, "You damn little devil, get out of here quickly. My mouth smells really bad." Naruto walked fearlessly into the store, without paying any attention to the fierce and cunning villagers. Seeing Naruto like this, the villagers who were shouting and cursing became even more angry. "Damn fox demon, didn't you hear me talking to you? Get away from me. Get out, you monster is not welcome here." Naruto glanced slightly at the few people and sneered, "No more nonsense, otherwise I'll turn into a fox demon and eat you all." After gaining a certain level of self-protection ability, Naruto once again faced this malicious discrimination situation and his attitude became tough. Just ordinary villagers and strong men. If Naruto really dares to attack himself, even if he tries to expose his own strength, he will give these people a painful lesson. After the big deal, Naruto, who has the ability to escape without hesitation, is not something that a few dark ninjas can stop. Faced with Naruto's threat, several strong men also changed their expressions, with a hint of fear in their eyes as they looked at Naruto. The Nine-Tailed Rebellion 3 years ago is still vividly remembered, and the terrifying and powerful nine-tailed demon fox is still a nightmare in the hearts of the villagers of Kiba. Although Naruto is only a 3-year-old child, in the eyes of the villagers in my village, he is the incarnation of the nine-tailed demon fox. This is also the reason why the villagers of my hate, dislike, and reject him. In the past, when faced with any excessive actions and words from the villagers, Naruto had a weak and unresponsive attitude, which gradually weakened their fear and left only malicious words. Now, Naruto suddenly erupted, although only threatening to transform into a demon fox, it also made these villagers feel anxious and uneasy. Wow! Seeing the fear in the expressions of the strong men in front of him, Naruto suddenly shouted loudly, which immediately frightened the few people and caused them to flee. The demon fox has transformed. The demon fox is going to kill. Run quickly. Go find the third-generation Hokage Lord to come and suppress the demon fox. As he watched the strong men escape from the store while shouting, Naruto sneered and said, "Humph. You bully the weak and fear the hard." Entering the store, Naruto's gaze turned to the fruit shop owner, but he happened to see the teasing smile on the owner's face. "Boss, if I want this, and this, give me 2 pounds of them all." Ignoring the mockery of Baiju, who disguised himself as the owner of the fruit shop, Naruto pointed to several fruits in the shop and ordered some. "All right. Little brat, please wait a moment. Uncle will help you weigh it now." Baijueming took advantage of the population, but carefully selected various intact and fresh fruits, weighed them to the brim, and handed them over to Naruto. 50 liang, thank you for your patronage." Staring at Baiju Naruto took out 50 taels from his wallet and handed them over. Taking the fruit bag, Naruto turned around and left the fruit shop. In the shop, Naruto Baiju pursed his lips and whispered, "It's really impolite. I don't know how to say thank you." Walking on the road, feeling the shattered mouth of Naruto Baiju amidst sharing, a thought also rose in Naruto's heart. It seems that although soul projection is a replication of my own soul consciousness, there is some deviation in personality. Carrying a large bag of fruit back home, Naruto immediately washed it and started eating. Walking by the window, Naruto indulged in the sweet and delicious fruit. Having been in this world for 3 years, Naruto has finally been able to improve his daily nutritious diet, and his mood has also become joyful. And this kind of good mood became even more enjoyable after sensing the silent saliva swallowing movements of the hidden ninjas outside the window. It's delicious. It's so delicious. Hiss. Naruto was fortunate enough to move all the fruit plates to the window and started eating them in large gulps at the hidden ninjas. Eating while making exaggerated exclamations. "Ah! You're so full and comfortable eating." After filling his stomach full, Naruto finally stopped moving. The sunshine is warm and it's perfect for a good night's sleep. Stretching lazily, Naruto crawled onto the bed and fell asleep again. Outside, several elite ninjas in the dark, hidden on rooftops, branches, and corners, looked at the small figure lying in bed with closed eyes, illuminated by the warm sunlight, and felt a hint of jealousy and displeasure in their hearts. These 9-tailed little ghosts really know how to enjoy it, but can they be so greedy and lazy that they can become useful tools used by the village in the future? Shut up, these are not things we should care about. Our task is to monitor Naruto Vortex's every move every day and not let anyone with intentions approach him and affect him. Speaking of this, Captain, the owner of that fruit shop seems a bit suspicious this morning. Well, Squirrel, you go investigate and see if the owner of that fruit shop has any issues. Yes, Captain. Are you having fun with 008? You are listening at novelfull.audio. My village, food street, fruit shop. Baiju Naruto disguised himself as a fruit shop owner, sitting in the shop eating various fresh fruits while casually dealing with customers. Choose and weigh the fruits yourself, and no bargaining is allowed. Don't disturb me when I eat, just put the money in the box. Naruto Baiju was gnawing on the sugarcane in his hand when he suddenly paused and sensed a familiar aura. Isn't this the chakra aura of one of the dark ninjas following the main body, running towards me? Interestingly, it seems they're here to investigate me. Spitting out the sugarcane bagasse in his mouth, Naruto Baiju remained calm and continued to nibble on the sugarcane in his hand as if he had not noticed it. In no time, the dark ninja wearing a squirrel mask appeared in the shop. After dismissing the guests in the store, the dark ninja didn't beat around the bush and directly approached to question. Shuichi Harada, I need you to answer a few questions now. Hideyoshi Harada, also known as the name of the person who is now disguised as Naruto Shiraki. Faced with the questioning of the dark ninjas, Naruto Shiraki immediately showed off his acting skills, with a hint of nervousness and confusion on his face. Master Ninja, I don't know if you're going to ask Uncle. Ahem, what question are you asking me? Did you sell a big bag of fruit to Naruto Vortex this morning? Who is Naruto Vortex? There are a lot of guests in the morning, I don't know which one you're asking, ninja. It's the little demon fox. What kind of demon fox, little ghost? It's both demon and ghost. How could you run to my store to buy something? Ninja, did you ask the wrong person? White Jue Naruto looked puzzled, as if he really didn't know who the dark ninja was talking about. Humph. It's the 3-year-old child wearing a white shirt. You sold him a big bag of fruit this morning, which was quite generous, but the price was not high. Why did you do this? Ah. You're talking about that little brat. Tell me earlier, what kind of demon fox, little ghost? I thought you were talking about some kind of monster. Don't talk nonsense, answer my question quickly. Faced with Naruto Shiraki's pretense, the dark ninja frowned and shouted coldly. Oh, okay, Master Ninja. Naruto scratched his head and replied with a puzzled expression, I just saw that kid was quite pitiful. He came to the store alone early in the morning to buy something, so he was given more fruit. Is there any problem? Really? But I remember a month ago, when Naruto Vortex came to your store to buy something, you kicked him out directly. The dark ninjas clearly conducted an investigation and immediately seized the loophole in Naruto Bai's words. Do you have it? Why don't I remember? Ninja, please don't wrongly accuse me. White Jue Naruto looked excited and shouted, who doesn't know in this village of Kiba that I, Hideyoshi Harada, am a very kind-hearted person. I am always kind and generous, respecting the elderly and loving the young. How could I bully a child? Ninja, you can't falsely accuse me. You dare to speak hard. Since you're not telling the truth, why don't you come with me to the Shadow Department's interrogation department? The voice of the dark ninja was icy cold, completely ignoring Naruto Shirakawa's demeanor. He pulled out Kyumo and pressed him against his neck, intending to be taken back to the dark and interrogated. White Jue Naruto. Wait a moment. It's too late to ask for mercy now, wait for the ninjas in the interrogation department to interrogate you. Who is asking for mercy? My team led by Harada sat upright, not afraid of any interrogation. What do you want to say? I just want to say, the sugarcane in my hand is not finished yet. Can I wait until I finish eating before leaving, otherwise it will be wasted. As White Jue Naruto spoke, he had already nibbled on the sugarcane that had not been put down in his hand. Kwa cha poo. As he watched Naruto White Jue eat with relish, the dark ninja remembered the temptation of eating he had just felt outside Naruto's house. You guy, give me some moderation. A nameless anger surged in his heart, and the dark ninja punched Naruto Shirakawa with a single punch. Bang! However, before his fist touched his body, Naruto Shiraki's figure turned into a white smoke and disappeared. Shadow clone. The dark ninja was taken aback and suddenly became alert in his heart. Not good, there really is a problem with this Harada Shuichi. Discovering that the fruit shop owner was actually a shadow clone, the dark ninja also knew the seriousness of the situation and immediately left to report the situation. Meanwhile, at Naruto's home. Feeling the newly returned White Jue Naruto in his consciousness, Naruto couldn't help but joke, did you have fun? It's not very interesting, those dark ninjas are all cold and can't joke at all. Really? But I see you have a strong desire to perform. Don't you think it's fun to tease those ninjas in the dark when you're free? You're so bored, go out and help me prepare some lunch. Be careful and normal this time, don't be seen as a loophole so quickly. Ah, I just came back and had to go out again. It's really difficult for me. Naruto pretended to shake his head, and his figure disappeared into his consciousness once again. 009 was discovered. You are listening at novelfull.audio. My village, Hokage building, Hokage office. Lord Hokage, there is a suspicious person around Naruto Vortex. 2 dark ninjas half knelt on the ground and reported all of Genji Harada's affairs to Hokage Sandai. Hideyoshi Harada, a fruit merchant who settled in Kiba Village 20 years ago, never expected to be a spy ninja. Now he deliberately approaches Naruto. Did he discover Naruto's identity as Tsukiri? But he must not be allowed to succeed. The cold light flashed through the eyes of the monkey-flying Sun Slayer, and he immediately issued an order. Draw another team of dark ninjas to the side of Naruto Vortex. Also, let the ninjas in the perception class quickly find the trace of Hideyoshi Harada and arrest him. He must not escape the village. Yes, Lord Huiying. At noon, Naruto walked out of the house with a dark face and arrived at the Yao Noodle restaurant. What do you need, little child? A bowl of Lamian noodles, thank you. Okay, children, sit here and wait for a while. Lamian noodles will come soon. In the Yao Noodle restaurant, the owner's daughter, Changpu, warmly welcomed Naruto. How's it going? The atmosphere here is pretty good, isn't it? A voice came, but to the left of Naruto's seat was a strange young man. Is this the lunch you prepared for me? Naruto had a black line on his face and did not turn his head to look at the white-faced Naruto. This is the legendary Yao Lamian noodles. It's delicious and affordable, and the boss here is kind, and the boss's daughter is beautiful and kind. It's hard to find better food and dining environment in the whole my village. Forget it, I'm too lazy to talk about you. At this time, 8 or 9-year-old Calamus brought a bowl full of Lamian noodles to Naruto. Children, please take your time and see how the taste is. If it's delicious, please come more often. Thank you, sister. Naruto picked up chopsticks and started eating. Suction slide, it's delicious. The boss's craftsmanship is really good. A large bowl of Lamian noodles was quickly eaten in Naruto's hands. The delicious Yao Lamian noodles did not disappoint Naruto. It is indeed the famous Lamian noodles restaurant in the original work. After having lunch at the Yao Noodle restaurant, Naruto also had nothing to do and could only return home. The dark ninjas around me have added another team, it's not going to work like this. Lying in bed, Naruto's gaze drifted away, but his attention focused on the clone of Naruto by Jue. How many spores did this guy release in just one day? Let me see. There is one on the dark ninja who is monitoring me, the one wearing a squirrel mask. There are over 50 villagers from scattered in each street, covering all aspects of intelligence and information, which is good. There are 6 students in each grade of the ninja school, and you can explore the teaching content of the ninja school. It's good. 3 to 5 ninjas from each of the Mountain Clan, Nara Clan, Aikido Clan, Inzuka Clan, Ape Flying Clan, and Shimura Clan, did a great job. Among the families of all sizes in Kiba Village, only the ninjas from the Hinata and Uchiha clans have yet to plant spores. This is not urgent, there will always be a chance. If it really doesn't work out, then find those Uchiha and Hinata clan children in the ninja school. At this point in time, it seems that Uchiha Itachi is still studying at ninja school, hehe. With the help of Naruto Shiraki and the spores he has spread, although he is lying at home, he knows everything happening in the village of Kiba like the back of his hand. Various information has been gathered through investigation, and Naruto's understanding of my village is also increasing. Although Naruto knows a lot about the secrets of the ninja world from his past life comics, he still needs more intelligence to supplement the details. The whole afternoon passed like this. As the sun gradually set, Naruto stretched lazily and got up from the bed. Today, I collected the techniques of chakra extraction, 3-body technique, hand-sword launch, and basic body technique from the ninja school. Based on my current physical development, it would be best to wait another year or two for chakra extraction. However, I have chakras in my body that I obtained from Naruto by Jue. If I have the opportunity, I can practice the 3-body technique, hand-sword, and basic body technique. Naruto walked towards the food street while thinking about things. In the food street, Naruto by Jue has already arranged everything, and Naruto has also enjoyed various delicious foods that he had long wanted to taste. After 3 consecutive days, under the care of Naruto Shiraki, Naruto purchased enough daily necessities and received sufficient nutritional supplements for 3 meals a day. At the same time, various intelligence about Naruto during these 3 days was also reported to the 3rd Hokage by the shinobi ninjas. During these days, some kind-hearted people in the village occasionally took care of Naruto, both openly and secretly. However, Sendai Huiying felt uneasy and puzzled in her heart. The atmosphere in the village has become a bit strange in recent days. Although most villagers still dislike and reject Naruto, some people's attitudes have changed. What happened in the process? 010, being a good person is not easy to do. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Huiying Office. The 3rd generation fire shadow monkey Flying Sun frowned and listened to the report of the dark ninja in front of him. Today, Naruto Vortex went to that barbecue restaurant again, but the owner still gave Naruto a discount and provided a sufficient amount of barbecue. In addition, Vortex Naruto also went to the fruit shop, bread and milk shop, Yao Lamian Noodles restaurant, children's clothing store, life shop and other stores to buy things, and the owners of each store warmly welcomed him. Upon hearing this, Ape Flying Sun Jean couldn't help but say, Naruto, where did he get so much money? He could go buy so many things. The reporting dark ninja gasped and said, because every store owner gave Naruto Vortex a discount, and it didn't actually cost much money. A discount? Are these people crazy? Are they treating all customers like this, or are they only targeting Naruto Vortex? Well, according to their statement, this 1% discount is set for orphans and widows in the village. We have observed it secretly and it is indeed true. These villagers used to be like this too. Ape Flying Sun's heart was filled with suspicion. Lord Huiying, these shop owners have only recently undergone changes, which have not happened before. However, due to this 1% discount strategy specifically targeting orphans and widows in the village, the business of these shops has been getting better and better in recent days, and many shop owners in the village have also started to learn from it. Monkey Flying Sun slashed his gaze deeply and slowly said, taking care of orphans and widows is a good thing, a good thing. Did Hideyoshi Harada catch that one? Returning to Lord Hokage, the ninjas in the perception class did not find Akira Harada's chakra aura in the village. The dark side has sent people to search outside the village. Monkey Flying Sun said in a deep voice, please invite all the shop owners that Naruto Vortex has come into contact with in the past 3 days to the dark department, and have the ninjas from the interrogation department investigate carefully to see if they have any problems. Yes, Lord Huiying. After the dark ninja left, Ape Flying Sun's gaze turned back to the crystal ball on the table. Using the technique of a telescope, I examined various streets in the village and saw the peaceful and prosperous scene inside. However, Monkey Flying and Sun Slaying kept frowning. Who is really causing trouble? Is it Tuanzang? Thinking of the person hidden in the darkness in my village, Ape Flying Sun's gaze also became complicated. Tuanzang, I will never allow you to touch the 9-tailed Renjuli. After the command of Monkey Flying Sun was issued, the ninjas in the dark also quickly took action. One by one, the dark ninjas arrived at the shops that Naruto Vortex had been in contact with in the past 3 days and invited all the shop owners to the dark interrogation department. Among these shop owners, although a few were disguised as Naruto Shirakawa and his spore clones, most of them were influenced by Naruto Shirakawa's unintentional words and actions. Even if these people enter the secret interrogation department, the ninjas in the interrogation department find it difficult to extract anything from their mouths. Even by examining memory, one cannot derive anything useful from it. But this situation is different for Naruto Shiraki and his spore clone. Although with Shiraki's innate abilities, his disguise and transformation are almost imperceptible, but the related memories and behavioral habits are difficult to fully imitate. Once the ninjas from the Matsuya ministry interrogate the memory, everything is exposed. So, faced with the strong arrest of the dark ninjas, Naruto Shiraki had no choice but to resist. In the barbecue restaurant, looking at the two dark ninjas in front of him, one on the left and the other on the right, Naruto by Jue let out a long sigh and said, "It's not easy to be a good person. Stop talking nonsense, come with us to the dark side. As long as you have no problem, the dark side ninjas won't make things difficult for you. The key is that I have a problem." You. The two dark ninjas looked surprised, but Naruto Shiraki grabbed the arms of the two ninjas with his backhand. At the same time, the spore technique that had just been applied to the two ninjas immediately expanded. Ah! What is this thing? The white spore expanding material continuously absorbed the chakras inside the two ninjas and grew out of their bodies. My chakra has been absorbed. Puzzy. The weakness brought by the absorption of chakra, coupled with the restraint of Naruto Shirakawa's arms, made it impossible for the two dark ninjas to break free and form a seal. They were directly taken by Naruto Shirakawa's spore clone and pierced through their throats. Bang! Bang! Looking at the two dark ninjas lying on the ground, Naruto Shiraki's expression also became indifferent. Clean up the body, you two temporarily disguise yourself as ninjas in the dark, and report back saying that the target has already escaped in advance. Pretending to be a dark ninja. It seems very interesting. Let's compare and see who will be discovered in the end. Two spore clones of the White Jue Naruto disguised themselves as dark ninjas, cleaned up and left the barbecue restaurant directly. Soon, the situation here was reported to the ears of the third-generation Hokage. There is indeed a problem with those people. We will make every effort to pursue and search them, and not let them escape from the village again. Additionally, for the remaining store owners, have Iba interrogate them with all her might to identify potential enemies. Yes, Lord Huiying.